heard of that. That's a tournament that Chris Paul started. And what happens with that tournament is basically different teams put together and they play different gyms. They have like Boeheim's Army, so that's basically Syracuse alumni or different teams. They put it together to compete in that league, and what they do for that is the winner of that tournament, the winning team, they receive $2 million as a team. It used to be $1 million, but I think they upped the price this year. And right now it's La Familia, that's Kentucky's alum, versus the Boeheim Army, which is Syracuse alum. But they used to just call it straight Boeheim's Army, but it's the first year they've been calling it Syracuse alum. But once again, thanks for joining me today. We got a lot of news to talk about that's been going on. And the final piece, the final domino fell. This is what you've been waiting for a month. The King, LeBron James, signs with the Philadelphia 76ers. I said that right. The King, LeBron James, signs with the Philadelphia 76ers. That caught me by surprise. But then again, when I think about how LeBron is, that's what he does. He's a ring chaser. He always wants to go to the team that he feels is going to give him a chance to sail straight through an easy ride to championship. And that's my opinion. But I was surprised at first, but when I thought about it, I was like, this is on brand for LeBron. This is what he does. Like, how do you go to a team where there's already 3 number 1 options and join forces and you're supposed to be the GOAT? How can you call yourself the GOAT now? You're not the GOAT. MJ will always be the GOAT. And I think Kobe will always be the GOAT in my mind after MJ. And Magic, too. And you may call me a LeBron hater, but no, I just speak the facts. This is what our problem with LeBron is that he always thinks that he could take the easy way out when it comes to winning championships. You came to the Lakers. They gave you everything you wanted. After they gave you everything that you wanted, and Luka comes, now you want to go because they're not caring to you anymore. It's like, why the hell are you mad about it? They gave you what you wanted. He was never a true Laker anyway. So I'm like, you act like you did them a favor. Yeah, when Kobe Bryant retired, the Lakers weren't the same Lakers that they are now. That's true. And I give them credit for coming to the Lakers and winning that championship, even though it was a bubble championship. So that's why I don't get mad at analysts when they say it's an asterisk beside it, because like the Lakers fans never got to celebrate a championship parade during that 2020 championship run because of COVID pandemic. And I get that, but it's like, LeBron, you had plenty of pieces to get you back to the finals, but it never works like that. Oh, it go my boy P Bills. He chime in. I knew he's coming. LeBron never had an easy road to a championship. Yeah, he has. What do you call that? That second championship that he won with the Heat. I think that was the easiest one he had. And he got lucky. Ray Allen saved his legacy with that one. But that 3-pointer. Because if Ray Allen never hit that shot, he'd be 1-3 at that time in championships. the finals. Because like I said before, P. Bills, LeBron is a burger for that move. He think he's slick. They're not going to win a championship anyway. That's just how I feel about it with this team. And then when they don't win, LeBron is going to point the finger and act like he don't have enough help. That's what he does. It's on brand for him. Everywhere he go. Now, I disagree with you on the 2020 championship. I don't think that one was an easy road. Because everything that they faced during that time, there's a lot of adversity with that. Kobe Bryant died that year. Um, like you said, the players didn't want to play in the bubble. But I think the reason why that championship was harder because they focused and he got them locked in. I give him credit for leadership on that one. I think the rest of the players, they was acting like on the other teams was acting like a bunch of babies because you had no distractions around you. All you had to do was play basketball. A lot of them are not mentally tough to even play in the bubble. A lot of these guys in the NBA now, they don't really care about basketball. They care about what comes with it: the money, the women, the notoriety. In my opinion, I think that these NBA players believe that the NBA is a bank for them. They don't care. Nah, that first one, I think I'm gonna read what you said. Neither LeBron Heat rings were easy, but if you had to say it, then the easiest might have been his first one with the Heat. I disagree again. I think LeBron's first ring with the Heat, they had that brother working to get that. And you got to factor in too. D Wade wasn't that really healthy during that run. He was going through a lot. And LeBron, I give LeBron that. LeBron played his heart out in that OKC series and that just that whole playoff run. Especially when they ended up beating the Celtics in Eastern Conference Finals. Celtics made them earn that. But that second one, I say that was an easy one for him to win. He had a stacked team. The first ring with the Heat, Ray M. So you talking about the one with the Ray Allen? I think the second one was his easiest one because he added players to that team. He added Ray Allen. He added Shane Battier. Yeah, I get what you're saying for that. When you're saying that he smoked the OKC Thunder, but I'm not talking about just the finals. I'm talking about the whole run throughout that playoffs. He had some tough matchups going into the playoffs for that one. But as far as the second ring, I think he got a breakthrough that one. Because that second one is when they went on that 33 game, not 33 game winning streak. It was 20. I think it might have been 28 games when they almost broke the Lakers 33 game win streak when they played. I want to say the Knicks. I gotta look that up and see. But I personally like. I think LeBron's best regular season was that second championship run with the Heat. Uh, I don't know. You know why I say that? Because the Pacers, the big bad Pacers, they kept saying if they would have got a home game against the Heat in the conference finals, that they would have won. And that year, LeBron turned up on them, and I think LeBron, Eric Spoelstra, they was laughing about that, like it was a joke. No, it wasn't that. That was the year after that. I made a mistake on that one. That happened. That second championship that they won, they played the Pacers in conference finals for the first time. Whatever. Well, yeah, you can make the argument that neither run was really easy, but I compare it to this. You gotta think about the team. They're saying the Heat was an all-time great team, which I think they were. But if you think about what they're saying when they first joined forces, LeBron and Wade were saying, and Bosh, he said, not two, not three, not four, not five, not six. They were saying they were going to build like a mega dynasty, basically. When you look back at it and you think about from afar, they went to four straight championships and they won back to that, too. I give them credit for that. But if you compare it to what they said they were going to be when they joined forces, I think they kind of underachieved. But I think, to me personally, those two Heat teams were the best teams he played on throughout his whole career. That's why I'm so hard on him about that second championship run when Ray Allen hit the three, because I think they shouldn't have been in that predicament. People forget how good that Heat team was, how stacked it was. And it's like, when you see a team that great, especially all-time great, they shouldn't be in that predicament. Especially after you win the first one together. And these guys were still in it, especially LeBron. LeBron was in his prime during that time. I know Wade was kind of at the end of it because Wade had a lot of issues with his knees, though. That I'm looking to see who they played in that. I can't remember doing that second run. Okay, so it says he went 60, 66, and 16 in that season. They was first in the Eastern Conference. That's when they played the Spurs for the first time. So they won 27 straight games. I was one game off on that. And that's when they doing that Harlem Shake video and all that. Ah, man. I feel old, man. I was in high school when they did that. I remember my class, we made a Harlem Shake video after watching that LeBron and D Wade Eagles video. And they did it. That shit was lit. I'm not gonna lie. Oh no! I see right here what they got written. They dubbed Ray Allen sign. They was calling them the Big Four. Oh, this makes our argument even better. How do you call yourself the GOAT if you had to form a Big Four and you still almost lost? Uh, P. Bills, I feel a little better now. Yeah, you are old. That's all right, man. Age comes with wisdom, man. Yep, LeBron won the MVP, his fourth MVP with them. It's not telling who they played in the first round. It's telling they defeated the Pacers in the Eastern Conference Finals. He said it wasn't a Big Four. Don't do that. I knew P. Bills was gonna say that. That's when he was a LeBron fan. I I I got you, bro. You gotta back your man up. P. Bills, are you gonna root for the Sixers this year? How you think I'm gonna do? Or get your opinion on that. Defeated. You see what the media does, what LeBron and his teams. I'm reading right now and it says Heat defeated Indiana Pacers in Game 7 of the Eastern Conference Finals to become the first team since the Chicago Bulls in 1998 to three as Eastern Conference champions. So we count the Eastern Conference championship as a repeat now. Come on now. You see what they do? They're finding this crazy step to always make it seem like LeBron is doing the impossible. Come on now. This is why I like the sports media. Mainstream sports media. I still rock this people right here. I still rock with LeBron, AI, my man. I just called fair, LOL. Of course, I want LeBron to win. About to top my Philly LeBron jersey soon. Oh man, LeBron. What am I gonna do when you retire? I don't know. The show may be over. If LeBron retires. I can talk shit about him anyway. What I'm gonna talk about? I'm reading the rest of this. The Heat defeat the San Antonio Spurs in the NBA Finals that went full 7 games in effect, handling the Spurs their first loss in the NBA. Handing the Spurs their first loss in the NBA Finals. And with the victory in the NBA Finals, it echoed the 1997-98 Bulls as they also have been last East Conference championship team to repeat as NBA champs. You see what they do. I come in here to look and see every team they played playoffs that year. They talk about they want to compare the Heat to Bulls. The Bulls won 6 championships. The Heat won 2. So comparison. People, nobody else talk about LeBron retires because nobody else wants to be the face of the NBA. They all scared. That part I agree. They a bunch of pussy. Who's scared of being in the league? I don't understand that part. It's like that's an honor. You had guys fighting for that in the early 2000s. Now they running for it. It shows how the league is getting weak now. Ooh. They telling me everything but who they played. I bet you they played the Bobcats that year when they was Hornets was still the Bobcats. Then if I think I was a freshman when they won in high school in ninth grade. So it would have been the Bobcats, I think, in the first round. I'm trying to think of who it was in the second round. Let me look because they don't want to tell. Hell of that. Back to back. Third MVP. Okay. I wonder why they don't want all that. Shit, if I knew they was gonna do that, I'd have looked up this hat earlier in the week. But I couldn't look it up earlier in the week because LeBron didn't make up his mind to just now. So let me see. Who did the Heat play? Finals. Playoffs. 2013. Okay, I think I found it now. Forgot about that LeBron block on Tiago Twitter. They want to point that out. Thanks, P. Bills. Okay. The 2012 Heat run was the Knicks. I forgot about that. Melo Knicks, Pacers. No, not the 2012. The 2013. I remember the 12 when it was the 13. Let's see. That's what I'm looking. Okay, so they said in the 2013 run, Heat played Milwaukee Bucks in the first round. I think this was pre Giannis. This was Brandon Jennings. Yep. Yep. You got it right. The 2013 run, it was the Bucks, the Bulls, Pacers, and then the Spurs. Wasn't that the year that D Rose tore his MCL in the playoffs? Or was the year he came back and played? Okay. Well, really, if you think about it, their toughest matchup was Spurs, and the Pacers gave them a little bit of a run, but Pacers, when you look back at it now, they weren't. The Pacers had me a believer because I hated LeBron so much. I wanted somebody to knock off, and I believe Pacers was the team. But looking back at it, I was a fool for making that prediction. Especially banking everything on Paul George. This is before he was called himself playoff. Name is still funny. Playoff P. How you call yourself playoff P and you disappear in the playoffs? That's crazy. Back me up with that shit. Um, Playoff P. I gotta stop. I'm trying to be serious, but the NBA is like a soap opera. The dumb shit they do sometimes, it just cracks me up. It's like watching WWE sometimes. Pacers, Knicks. Looking at this thing, the Bills may have a. LeBron is a drama king. I'm gonna just say that because when you're looking at a lot of these series he had, like, why was it such a narrative against him, and why was he down in some of these series, and why was he having a tough time with these teams? Well, all these teams on here, it looks like they had superior teams to them, except for the Spurs. Look back at it, because I like the Bulls teams, I like the Pacers teams, I like the Knicks teams. Yeah, but they weren't no damn with LeBron, Wade, and Bosh. I don't think. I think them Warrior teams that Steph Curry had would have struggled with these teams. We can make an argument that LeBron will probably only be two in. Let me see how many damn finals he win. I used to know this by heart, but it's like so much happened now. LeBron's career. Let me see. Yo, P. Bills, do you watch the TBT tournament? While I'm doing that, I'm gonna give you my thoughts on what I think of the Philadelphia 76ers. I think the LeBron sign and it moves the needle a little bit. I don't think it moves it as much as I thought it would when they acquired Jalen Brown. But I think it puts the top three in the East. I think you can play spoiler in the East Conference. I think a contending team that you probably thought about before they built the team together in the East that you probably would have ran away with it or got through. I think one of those teams can get eliminated by these Sixers because there's a lot of experience on the team. You talking about got two Finals MVPs, you got two League MVPs. But my cousin, he was telling me earlier, he's like he think Embiid's gonna be the one to mess that team up. I was like, I don't know. I think it's gonna be Bron. Bron is used to be number one. So I don't know what's gonna happen with that. But I have a feeling that they're gonna play spoiler. So how many finals? But speaking of big fours, that's a big four if you think about it. I thought the NBA put stuff in place to prevent this from happening. I guess not. The NBA is always trying to pull one over eyes. I think the NBA is biased against certain teams. So LeBron played in 10 NBA finals. So here's my argument that the only championships I think that LeBron probably legitimately won was 2012, his first one, and his fourth one, the 2021. I think the 13 one, Ray Allen won for him and set his legacy. And I think the one Cleveland he won in 2016, Draymond saved his legacy by getting suspended. Because I remember when it happened, this was on my graduation from high school. Everybody was saying the Warriors is going to kill the Cavs. That series on Friday night, they said we already know what's going to happen. This is when they went up 3-1. We said they're going to. Uh-uh. It, yeah, we thought the Warriors is going to go 3-1. They up 3-1. We thought it was going to. No, they was. Yeah. Yeah, it was 3-1. But I'm trying to think. I think we won that game. The Cavs won that game that night. Because they was down 3-1 and we said. No, I think they was down 2-1. We said they was going to win that game on Friday. And then they would lose. They was going to win that game on Monday and win the championship. But it didn't happen that way. That's when the Cavs came winning. Because Bron made some bold moves. And I've always said that with Bron. Is that D-Wade saves legacy too. I think D-Wade really helped LeBron out with Miami because, especially in the fourth quarter, LeBron would do some bonehead moves and turn the ball over, and D-Wade come in there and back him up. But I noticed when he played with the Cavs, Kyrie, he didn't have anybody, even though Kyrie's the man, to really save him when he made bonehead mistakes. So the Warriors basically, they lost the game. They lost that series for themselves because Draymond. Of course, that LeBron block in Game 7, and then that Kyrie shot. You can make an argument Kyrie saved his legacy. Who knows, man? I'm not gonna get that because LeBron fans gonna kill me for that. No. Shit is funny. But this makes my argument that LeBron is not the GOAT for LeBron fans. Yeah, I said it. He ain't the GOAT. GOAT don't need all the guys in to win all those championships and still come for the Jordan and Kobe. But I'm looking at this lineup, man. This is crazy, man. You got LeBron James, Joel Embiid, Tyrese Maxey, Jay Brown, and PJ Etchcombe. That's just your star lineup. That's crazy. I'm gonna call it like this. This may be the equivalency of KD going to the Warriors on a made team and winning championships with them. Put this up there with that. That's why I call LeBron a burger for this. P. Bills know the term burger. He created the term. I've been using it for. But this is why I can't rock with LeBron because it is right here. He always needs somebody to save his legacy. D. Ray Allen, Kyrie Irving, um, AD, Media. Always somebody. The Lakers. Make no sense. But moving on to the next segment. This segment was fun. I'm going to talk some more about LeBron throughout the season. I'm just getting warmed up with this. You got me in my element with this. I'm either Skip Bayless. I might be the number one LeBron in the world, probably. I say that proudly. The reasons I just stated. But moving on to the next segment. WNBA All-Star Weekend. This was a good All-Star Weekend. Because AC Fudd, People's Princess, won the point contest, kick it off. And I think Dallas Wings and Paige Beckers, I think championship contenders this year. AZ Fuzz, let me remind you, she was the number one overall pick in this year's draft. It's crazy how the WNBA works. I don't know. I don't want to say it's rigged, but it may be. Just think about this. You have two back-to-back number one picks for two teams. The Indiana Pacers. Not Pace Fever, I'm sorry. It'd be the Indiana Fever drafted Aaliyah Boston one year. They drafted Caitlin Clark the next year with number one overall picks. Then the last 2 years, and these last four number one overall picks. The last 2 years, of course, AZ Fuzz was the number one pick this year. And last year was Paige Beckers. And there's a reason how that happened. I personally think that AZ Fuzz got drafted but one to the Wings because her and Paige Beckers are dating. And they were all teammates in UConn when they played. And that's my problem with the WNBA. Is like they want to play on to some of these dumb stories instead of play on merit. It's like you're fueling the agenda. And I'll get into that another day. I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to take away from this great basketball weekend that we've been having. But the People's Princess, AZ Fuzz, she scored 30 points in the final round to win the 3-point challenge championship. And I congratulate her for that. I'm glad. I like Z Fuzz. She's cute. Yeah, I need to stop. Yeah, I need to I gotta stop with that. But yeah, she's a great basketball player. And I think she's gonna be an all-star in the future, the way she's playing. She's got some great skills on her. I think she's living up to the hype that she garnered coming into the league. And that 3-point contest was hard. And she could be against a lot of great players in the league. That gave her a run for her money at 3-point contest. Everybody, the odds was on her favor. Everybody thought she was gonna win it. On Friday night going into it. I thought it was me, but I saw everybody I spoke to, everybody I saw on TV, they said it was gonna be easy. But I like that they got a nice nucleus in WNBA, but they gotta promote the best players and stop trying to promote certain players. Like that they're promoting Kidd Clark, but it's like stop trying to make Caitlin Clark seem like she's the best player in the league when she's not. Last night they had a dunk contest too before the All-Star game, and I fell asleep in this when Dominique Melaniga makes history, an incredible moment in the WNBA dunk contest. She she didn't have just any dunk. This was a historical moment that became one of the biggest highlights of this whole All-Star weekend. She finished the game 12 points, 13 rebounds, but that dunk in this moment is going to be one to remember. And moments like this is what makes the WNBA All-Star Weekend, where I'm starting to see, it's starting to have that feel of what NBA All-Star Weekend had. And I fell in love with basketball. You see competition. I haven't seen Caitlin Clark play defense. I've never seen Caitlin Clark play defense in my life. So that was great. She was trying hard as hell to win the MVP. And it was played in Chicago too. So I was surprised that Angel Reese didn't try to get it. Because I was at her former team that drafted her, Chicago Sky. She played it for like 2 years and got traded this year to the Atlanta team. Of course, I talked about her a few times since we started this show. Boy, we had a lot of young stars introduce themselves and make a name for themselves. What I liked about the All-Star Weekend was I seen Caitlin Clark joke around with Asia Wilson. And funny thing is, too, the LeBron story intertwines with this because Friday during the press conference, LeBron announced while WNBA was having a press conference about the All-Star game, All-Star Weekend, voting it, LeBron James announced that he was signing with the Sixers. So that was kind of crazy. You saw the reaction. Asia Wilson was kind of shocked. She's like, She told me to hand her the phone. She was looking to see if the news was true. She didn't believe. And Caitlin Clark was like, whoa, this is a shock. And I think it was a shocker, like I said before, but when we talk about LeBron James, I shouldn't have been surprised. Nobody should have been surprised with this. This is how LeBron operates.